Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? How's it going today? How are you guys feeling today? Well, I hope. Anyway. Man, oh man. Okay, here we are. It's Tuesday. So we're going to do a little Techno Tuesday action. We got to get the dogs up here, though. Got the dogs hanging with us today. So it's going to be good. It's going to be chill. We're going to be hammering stuff out. Mojo, how are you today, by the way? Other than feeling like somebody hit you in the face with a shovel. It's a pretty, that was a pretty, good description. Like, I think that encompasses that feeling of, yeah, you're just, you're out of it. And I'm sorry that you're feeling that way, man. I'm sorry that you're feeling that way. It's crappy. There's no way around it. It's just, it's an abysmal way to feel, and I hope that you get over it soon. I think it's so weird that we have allergies that happen, right? Like in winter. You think like that would be the time when there would be no allergies at all. I tend to be the same though. Like once it starts to get like cold, something always happens, right? Like it's always for me, it's at the beginning, dude. It's always like at the beginning of the season, right? I'm always just like, I feel okay. And then all of a sudden one day it's just like, bam. And then I'm stuck with that. I'm stuck with like the phlegmy kind of, I always feel like there's something in my throat pretty much for the whole winter. I feel like it's just part of how I am, part of the body. Yeah. Are you that way where it like it lingers, you know? It lingers in your throat, you know, when it's all said and done? We need to go with some techno here. We're going to switch it up. That song was almost done anyway. Wait, what? This says there's only 18 tracks here. Get out of here. There's got to be more than that. All right, then we need to go with something else. Where am I at music-wise here? Yeah. Deep in the... Yes. 100%, man. 100%. I'm so glad to hear you say that because it drives me insane. And I feel like I'm the only one who suffers from that. So it makes me happy to hear that I'm not alone, but it sucks for both of us then. There's just certain industries that we'll never be able to work in, Mojo. Certain industries we're not going to be successful in. A CPAP and it shoves all of it into my head. Like, that's for oxygenation, right? Is that what that's for? There was one of our friend group had no idea what a fluffer was, had no idea what fluffing, We're not going to talk about it though. But they Googled it and we all had a pretty funny laugh at their reaction when snoring prevention and apnea prevention. Okay. Simple Kid, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? How you doing? You feeling good today? All right, Mojo. I appreciate the lurk, sir. Thank you very much for being here. I hope he gets feeling a little bit better. I hope that meeting goes well and they're like, okay, meeting's ending early. Of course, we know how that goes. We can still hope for it, right? Fingers crossed for you, bro. Hope it goes well. Simple Kid, how are you, man? How's it going? We've been playing last night, man. We were playing some MX versus ATV Legends. I don't know. Feel like.
God! No, God, please, no!
Ugly googly 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 ugly.
All right. That's funny. Simple Kid, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the resub. I really appreciate it. You, as always, guys, you don't have to resub, but it is very, very appreciated when you do. I do appreciate it so much. 52 months, man. 52 months. Do you realize that's almost 4.5 years? It's crazy to me. It's crazy. You and Wisdom, man, have the longest streaks, I think, of that. Like the longest subs, like, of anyone.
No one has ever done that. No one has ever done that.
I'm just resubbing to keep in front of the dude. Flyboy, what's up, man? What's up? You just hitting and running again? Yeah, I know what you're coming for. The socks are when the socks are. They haven't been redeemed yet. They haven't been unleashed upon the stream. So, Flyboy, it's cool, man. It's cool. I dig it. Very soon, I might need to talk to you about Ansible and server. Well, not Ansible, but server setup. And I know that you're a big server guy. You do a lot of that stuff, so I may have to dig on you. I don't know how, but I lost my socks. No idea where they are. That's actually... We need to have a moment of silence for Simple Socks, because that's actually a sign that they've moved on. They've moved on to the big knitting room in the sky. The socks are gone. Their socks are gone. Anytime you're ready, man. Okay. All right. Good. Because, well, it probably won't be anytime soon. But my friend and I are going to be engaging in some... We're going to be trying something. Lost socks from Socks and Souls. That's right. They've floated up to heaven. The sock heaven. We're going to be doing something. We're going to be trying to create some software, and I don't know. I figure probably for what we're going to be doing, we'll need some kind of server somewhere in the cloud. And Flyboy, I honestly, if you like, depending on how, I'll say this, depending how helpful you are, if you're just, you know, if you're just like sitting there and you're like this, here, I'm gonna help you guys, okay? Yeah, just provision the server, throw your code on there, you're good. That's not very helpful, man. Ace, what's up, dude? What's up, dude? I like it the other night you kept stopping for me. I think you had enough, so you just lapped me. Well, I was trying to better my time, Simple. Have you had a chance to play through the, that's the only thing I don't like. How's it going, Ace, by the way? How are you today? How are you this morning, sir? You're up late, you're up early. Dude, you're a wild man. That's the only thing I don't like about that game is that you have to play through the entire, like, series to get enough money to buy all the different parts, to buy the different components, to buy all the things, right? And then, like, to unlock everything, you have to, like, I get it, though, right? Like, they want you to play the game. I get it. They want you to play the game. There's no harm in that, and I'm all right with it. Like, I get why they do it. It just sucks because then for, like, you know, guys like us that just want to play the game with their friends, it makes it a little bit more tricky because, like, oh, well, you don't have this unlocked, you don't have that unlocked, you know. It becomes one of those things. I agree. I think if you're playing online, it should just unlock all of them. It shouldn't be, like, locked behind a, well, you haven't played the game, so you can't play these tracks. Although then people would get around the game, right? Like, they would just go to the online lobby and they would play that track until they had absolutely nailed it, and then they would just go smash the AI. So I could see that being a thing. Ace, really upset today. Why? Why so upset today, Ace? What's going on? I had a nightmare where I was given the death penalty for a crime I had not committed. That's a terrible dream, dude. I guess that's why it's called a nightmare. Duh. Man. So what did you do? Did you get out of it? Tell me you got out of it somehow. See, you should have stashed. What? Should have stashed. Did I, like, miss a line of chat somewhere? Stashed. I woke up 3 times. Every time I went back to that dream. Ace, that's a terrifying dream. Get commit, get stash. I get stash all the time, actually. Wildly. I shouldn't, but Ace, that sounds awful, man. Like, especially when you went back to that dream. And why does it only happen with bad dreams? I've experienced that once or twice where, like, I'll go back to sleep and I'm into another nightmare, but it's pretty rare, and it never happens with good dreams. You ever notice that? It never happens with good dreams. Never. You're never like, this is the best dream I've ever had. I can't wait. Oh, look, a fountain of chocolate. I can't wait to go just eat all the candy. And then you wake up and you try to go back to bed, and it's like, all of a sudden, they're like, you're a trash picker-upper today. Pick up this juicy trash bag in the middle of the summer. At least that's how it is in my dreams. Mine are the nightmare inside a nightmare where you wake up in the dream and you're still in the dream. Oh, man. I've only had that once. Once, Flyboy. I've only ever experienced it once. And even then, it was like, it was trippy. I did not like it at all. I woke up thinking I was late for work. And then, like, I was rushing around trying to get ready to go to work. And then I woke up again. And it, like, blew my mind. That evening, I was like, where am I? What is happening? Is life real? I can't imagine having that a lot. Ace, lucid dreams. Lucid dreams. When I was younger, I had a lot more lucid dreams than I do now. Or like I was able to lucid dream, I guess, is the better... like I think it was just that way. Like when I was younger, it was a little bit easier. It was a little bit easier to have those lucid dreams, but like it's not uncommon for me to have a dream, like realize I'm dreaming in the dream, and then like I'll either change things in the dream or I will tell myself to lean into the dream. Like, for example, sometimes, this is just me, I really enjoy a good nightmare where I'm scared. I like being scared. I enjoy them for some weird reason. And I've had like lucid dreams where I'm having a nightmare and like I will tell myself, I'll be like, well, I mean, this is just a dream. And I'll be like, but this is a good dream. So let's just keep it rolling. And like, I'll just roll with it. Like, I know it's a dream and I know it's a nightmare, but I just keep going. Although the downside to those is that generally when I have a nightmare, I end up yelling in my sleep, and which wakes Visual Diana up, and then I get woken up because she starts shaking me to get me to shut up. My family has a history of mental health issues, so sometimes I have to ask my wife if this is real life. That's a scary thought, Flyboy. It's a really scary thought, and it's one that like I get plagued by as well. Not necessarily like because of like a history of mental health issues or anything, but there are definitely times where I'm like, I find myself questioning the reality, you know? Me and my friends are going to try a game of online darts. How does online darts work, dude? I was frustrated because they didn't want to listen, but I was too close to convince the judge before waking up. So you mean you were close to convincing the judge before you woke up? I don't like frustrating dreams either. That is a nightmare. That is a nightmare. Where would you play online darts? Like, how do you play online darts? Is it just... Oh, use a dart app that shows the camera and score system. Dude, that's cool. That's cool, man. I was thinking of... This is terrible, but I'm thinking of trying to set up my cooking camera in such a way that it is on, so if you guys redeem workout stuff, I can go to the other side of the room behind me here and do whatever is said, squats, bench, whatever. Like, I can just do it there on camera, you know? He was using Microsoft database as back end. Bro, that is an absolute nightmare. Yuck. He didn't know. He knew nothing about Ansible at all. Right? Simple Kid, I think as bad as COVID was, there's a lot of good stuff that came out of it. I think technology like that, which may have existed before it, I think is good, right? Like in the end, there was a lot of push. A lot more remote work started happening. Stuff that all the workers that were doing the remote work, they were all, or that were like working in the office, but they're sitting there going like, I could do all of this from home. I would be way more efficient, you know, because I wouldn't have like little Susie and little Johnny like constantly coming in my office. I wouldn't be potentially going to the water cooler and hanging out for 20 minutes, you know. We want cooking streams. When do we want them? Now? Okay. All right. Yes. Full disclosure, it's been on me. Like they're like in the evening and stuff. I've just not been feeling it really. I just haven't been feeling it. So we haven't done any it's on me. Visual Diana has asked Mondays and Wednesdays. She's like, cooking stream? And I'm like, I'm just kind of not, I'm not feeling it. You know, like I just want to just sit on the couch a little bit, vibe out. They took my organs to donate them, but I was alive. I could breathe. So I thought it was because they didn't remove my lungs because I'm a smoker. Ace, look, man, I don't know what you're eating before bed, but you've got to change your diet, dude. What? I can't even imagine a dream like that. Like I'm seeing you just laying there and you're like, no, Judge, for real, listen. And like your whole abdomen is just gone. It's just empty. You just see a spine. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know if that's was this a comedy or was this an actual nightmare is what I'm wondering, because this is that's one hell of a dream, man. That's one hell of a dream. We want the cheese hat. When do we want it? Now. It just got serious. Just got serious in here. Oh. Now it got serious. Now it got serious. Total Eclipse, what's up, man? How are you? So, Hanny, when are you getting a dartboard and we can play online? Fun fact, I'm not allowed to have a dartboard because we have live animals in the house. My dart throwing is that bad. It's pretty bad. Like, I'm pretty sure somebody would get an eye poked out. You know? Somebody would get an eye poked out. Probably me. Like, knowing just... I mean, I like I said, I used to work... I told Simple Kid this story the other day. And so I guess I should probably... Story time. I used to work at a place. We were a small organization. There was 4 of us with a senior that sat in the corner of the room. So there were 4 techs, 1 senior sitting in the corner of the room. And they had a dartboard on the wall. And... They had it like marked out, like here's the dart line. Like it was like the owner of the company really liked darts, so he would like come in to troubleshoot with us, and he would like just throw darts as he was troubleshooting. He'd be like, "Give me a problem to solve," and we would just like, if we were having an issue, stumbling with something, we would recommend some things or like say, "Hey, well, I got this thing with this person or whatever," and he would just like come up with solutions. The guy was a total jerk, but that's besides the point. At the end of the day, we played a lot of darts in there. I think I put more holes in that wall. I don't even know. I just realized I'm not very good at darts. That was it. I was like, yes, it's good that I'm doing it here at work, because at home I would not want to patch this wall. Oh my gosh, I've had to order 2 yoga mats so I can cover the vivs so I don't smash the glass if the dart hits the boards and flies somewhere. Okay, so Simple Kid, maybe I should play darts with you. Sounds like we're about at the same skill level. We both have that ability to somehow miss the big round thing on the wall that's only like, 20 feet away or whatever it is. Although we could do that. I mean, I do have a spot. I could put a dartboard up. And then put a camera on the dartboard. This is too many cameras. Like, legitimately, I don't know that this computer can handle as many cameras as we're talking about having. You know, it's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. You can use your phone. Well, I've got a couple phones. I've got a couple phones that work. I would like one more. Would like one more, actually. Believe it or not. I want one more phone. more good, decent phone that has a decent camera to it. Like, it could be a used one. I don't care. It could be a really crappy one from like 10 years ago. I'm good with it. Like, that's actually what I would prefer. All things considered, I would prefer that. But anyway, I digress. Because I think the cooking streams could use that, you know? Like, I think we could do a couple different angles in the cooking stream. I think would be fun. I think that would be cool. But then I would have to do cooking streams, you know? And I will. I promise I will. I like, everybody says they enjoy the cooking streams. I really want to do more. I just haven't been feeling it lately. So I'm going to change that. I promise. I worked with a help desk and was remote, but the other team wasn't. One day I accidentally got sent a link to a random Zoom meeting where the office half was playing ping pong, talked about how the remote team got the shaft. I was kicked from that meeting. What? What, dude? That's crazy. That's crazy. This is not nearly as like bad. That sounds awful. That sounds terrible. This is not nearly as bad, but it is a remote worker story before remote work was like the popular thing. Nerf had a Nerf gun that you could work remotely, and so or at least from a computer. So our coworker had hooked it up. We used to have little Nerf battles too in there every once in a while. Not a battle, but it would just be like you'd occasionally shoot a Nerf gun at somebody else. And so he had set it up on top of this thing, and when he was out sick or working remote, you had to be careful because every once in a while you'd hear like zzz, 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 and then like a little Nerf arrow would shoot across the room. It was kind of a, I don't know. I thought it was cool. Played a game of darts at my dad's. He said, do you fancy a game? I was like, yeah. I think I'm kicking his ass because I've been playing all week. He hasn't played in years. He kicked your ass. Dude, that's just the dad power, man. That's the dad power right there. That's the dad power. I've been remote for like 8 years. Flyboy, that's awesome. That's awesome. I was telling my bosses for the past, I don't know, until COVID hit, I was telling my bosses every year when we would do like, you know, you'd have your review on like how you did, like what you could work on, blah, blah, blah. You would do all that crap. Every year I would tell them I will take a pay cut to work remote. And every year I was told the same thing. Yeah, it's just not a thing. We don't do that. And then COVID hit and I was like, yes. Now I'm a senior over one or two of those guys. You should ask. No, maybe it's just better left unsaid. There are certain things that are just better left unsaid, you know? And I think that might be one of them. Maybe we're stirring up the hornet's nest, so to speak, by asking. I don't know. I don't know if I'd ask, man. Until like you're way above. But what if you missed out? What if they gave everybody a huge bonus in the office? Now your boss gets to watch you talking to chat when you're supposed to be working. My boss has told me one thing. You get your job done, I don't care. I don't care what you do as long as your job is done. And I'm getting the job done. Actually, I demoed to him last week. I demoed the app that I've been working on, right? The one that I'm like really frustrated by because it's taken me longer than intended. But I demoed it to him last week and he said it was, and I quote, everything he expected and then some. So I feel like I nailed it. He had no changes, which is really uncommon. But I think at this point, we've been working together long enough. Like, I know what he's looking for. I have an idea of the layout, the style, the flow, how he wants things to work. And so I build with that in mind. And yeah, he liked it all. So yeah, and then he hit me with Friday end of the day, hey, we got a bug in this old app. So then I was like, oh my God, I'm stressing, trying to get it all set up again because I got the new machine, right? And I don't have that project set up yet. But turns out my life became easy because I was thinking it was this old way we did the setup, but I'd already converted most of them to the new way. So easy street. Finally got it all set up. Got it set up this morning, you know? So now I just get to fix this bug, and I'm pretty sure I know where the bug is, and I'm pretty sure it's a wildly easy bug to fix. So now is the perfect time to Dockerize the old app. Actually, that's what I was kind of referring to, because let me look here. It is Dockerized, right? Like, we have Docker set up, but I also went through each project, and our .env file, right, like, used to be this big mess. It was a mess, absolute nightmare. It was like so many lines of just crap, and half of them you didn't even really like. You could have given them a default value because you almost never change them, right? So what I did was I went through each project and I set it up to where, instead of having, you know, I mean, they still have a lot of lines in these .env files, like around 150, no, maybe, probably like a lot of that, there's some documentation in there. So probably around 100 lines, maybe. But still, of actual code, but what we do now is, like, most of it is just set to nice defaults. So, and I broke it all apart and I separated it out. So it's like, here's the required stuff that you absolutely have to change. It's like these, like, 20 settings or whatever. Again, half of them are just, there's almost nothing that needs changing. So it's really like down to like maybe 10 things that you got to change per project. And then you can just fire up the Docker container and rock and roll. So, Rython, it is, man. It is. What's going on, man? How are you? Thank you for the unpaid internship. Pushes end to production. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Passing some nice params down to the Docker files. Right. Total Eclipse. Yeah. I think we had talked about that. Where, yeah, our Docker Compose now uses all environment variables as well. So there's no more, like, if I want to try to upgrade my Python version, if I want to try to upgrade my Django version, if I want to try all this stuff, I deal specifically with the requirements files and the .env file. And in touching those two things, I can then have Docker automatically, like, I can switch the Python image that I'm using. I can switch whatever I need to. So it's nice. It's nice just because then I can just rebuild the Docker containers and it pulls in the newest versions of those. So I had a nightmare. A nightmare I had was a sysadmin who just commented out all the old values in the env file for like 4 values. The file for like, the file for 4 values was like 100 lines long. So, yeah, we use UV now. I actually use UV in the Docker, because of the fact that it works so much faster, and you can set the timeout. So, like, if there's a network issue or a network connection problem and it's just taking forever, I can just up that timeout length and then make sure that it is able to finish the task in Docker without, like, Docker timing it out, kind of a thing. We updated this, so time to comment out the old and the new stuff. There's a lot less thing now because you can tinker with one file and it cascades down rather than having to update each container. It's exactly. To be fair, you can do that with pip, but pip just isn't as fast as UV, man. UV is, you know, I know I'm preaching to the choir with this one. UV is just unbelievably fast. It's so good. And now, nice part, PyCharm now has UV support. Right? UV support in PyCharm natively. So fantastic. Is UV backwards compatible with pip? So yes, it essentially just like it is pip, for lack of, like, it's just a different way of so you have like your virtual environment that, like, so hang on. Maybe we could document this a little. I don't want things to be like we only support either conda, pip, brew, install. I don't think it's like that per se. It's more has to do with the virtual environment that you're running. So is UV on here? Do I have it on here? No, I have not updated this version of PyCharm yet, so I'll have to do that. Otherwise, I was going to say I could definitely do that and show you, but yeah, it's like Bun in the JavaScript ecosystem. Oh, it's not like that. So I don't know how Bun goes, but it just has to do with the virtual environment. So typically people will use, some people just use straight the heck, come on here. Some people like, I like to use virtual env, like the library, to manage my virtual environments in Python, right? So I'll just do virtual env, venv, and that creates my virtual environment in the venv directory. UV is the same way, where like you would do, UV, and then you could do, venv, or yeah, UV, venv, and then it would just create a .venv directory that is your virtual environment, that then you can just activate that virtual environment. But instead of just doing a straight pip install, you do the command changes slightly to uv pip install. And so it's uv pip install requests, or uv pip install blah blah, or whatever. Although I would imagine, but yeah, I don't know how it works out, but it's blazingly, I don't know how they do it. It's blazingly fast. I think they're using, is it Rust? They're using Rust behind the scenes. So Bun is trying to be npm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're using Rust behind the scenes to like build that out, but it is blazing fast, man. Bun is trying to be npm compatible, but faster and more. Whenever there's a faster rewrite, it's almost always Rust. There could be other things. There could be Zig, don't forget, or our very own Juan Carlos Paco from our community here. He is a big enjoyer of Nim. He's a big enjoyer of Nim, which is kind of Python-esque in how it's written, but it is Rust-like in terms of speed. Oh, Bun is Zig, though. Oh, okay. I don't know the appeal of Zig. It's still memory unsafe. Well, everything's unsafe if I'm coding in it, so just saying. I don't really know, like, that is a level of programming that I myself don't have a lot of knowledge on. Memory safe, memory unsafe, like, I don't know that stuff. All fast things are rusty these days. It's true. It seems that way, right? Like, it's the new big thing. It's the new big thing, Rust. I want to get into it. I really would like to learn more about Rust and to do more with Rust. I think that would be a lot of fun. I just don't know what to build, I guess. I don't know. I don't know the first thing about a language you have to compile. Does that, like, I don't know the first thing about it. I did AOC and Rust for 1 day, tried it for 2. It was difficult. I did the same thing, Rython. I did the exact same thing. I tried it. I got Rust installed. I got Rust working. Yes, Simple Kid, I do read chat. I see you over there on YouTube. I see you. Mm-hmm. Hello, YouTube, as they say. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Yeah, I would like I have something that I think would be fun to build in Rust. But again, it's like one of those things where like I feel bad building something in a language that I'm totally unfamiliar with, you know? Like, how do you, like, what if you're... Nice grab there, Mojo. Nice grab. Mine was quite a lot of Go. How do you like, okay, how does Go compare to Rust? Again, I don't know. That's a whole different, like, compiled languages is something that I know very little about. But I want to know more about. Go versus Rust, how do they compare? I stopped at day 7, continued working on my projects. Okay, Python is easy but slow. Sure. Rust is difficult but fast. Go is a great middle ground. Okay. Well, once you named that, once you hit that, I'm pretty sure Flyboy was like, well, I'm out of here. Somebody got the socks. I'm gone. Just like last night when he came in, he's like, where's the socks? Where's the socks? Socks. I should create a socks emote. That's what we need. Maybe a little sock emote. Yeah, that could be good. So maybe Go is that happy middle ground. Maybe I need to look at Go. Although everybody's building everything in Rust. And I feel like Rust has a higher ceiling in terms of future proof. Right? Like if you were going to learn a language that would take care of you for many, many more years, I don't know that you could go wrong learning Rust and Python, right? Like if you could pick 2 languages to learn, Rust and Python, you know, you think Go is future proof? I haven't heard much about Go lately. Do you think so? Like Go is future proof? They call Go the modern C++. Is there like, so is there UIs like, this sounds really ignorant, so I apologize. I don't know. So again, if I sound really dumb, I'm sorry. I love Fireship, by the way. Fireship is their videos. Not sure what the corporate style is with Go, though. Is it mostly extensions of standard lib or frameworks? Does Go have an equivalent to Python's Flask and stuff? Go is quite common in web backend projects. Okay. Django equals gobuffalo.io. Love it, but Gorilla dependency scares me given what's going on with that particular project. Interesting. So, all right. This is going to sound, again, if this sounds really dumb, I'm sorry. If I wanted to build, well, see, I like, are there UI, like if I wanted to build an OS native application, like an executable, right, for Windows or something like that, I think I kind of know this, but if I wanted to build an application that had a GUI, right, like just a straight up GUI application, right, like, is there something like that? Kind of how Python has like tkinter and has some of these things. Best GUI, well, I guess I could just be Googling it, hey? And not sounding like such an idiot. But I like the conversation we're having about it. I like the conversation we're having about this. So I much prefer that to just straight up Googling. Like, because maybe you guys have ideas, you know? I have no idea. Go GTK. Okay, so there is something. Okay. Qt. Okay, so similar to like Python has Qt, I think, or something. Fine. Walk. Nice. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I know one of our old applications was actually written in Go. My experience, I'm a first year bachelor CS student. Don't have connections for using Go for the web at the moment. Yeah, we used to have an application that was built in Go, but the problem is that the developer that built it is not here. Yeah, Simple Kid, I think you're right. No, okay, so does this show up on stream, the Twitch chat, I wonder? It does not. It does not. So interesting. So you really, okay, so just so y'all know, full disclosure, I'm like I run this stream on YouTube as well. And and Simple Kid is over there typing into YouTube chat so he can, you know, talk trash a little bit. So I made a beginner HTMX and Go template that is just for learning Go, and it's terrible for production. See, and that is the one thing that's keeping me from like just diving in and like going like, all right, let's do Rust, yeah, or like let's learn Go, yeah, right? Like my fear is that like listen to this. How often have I told everybody here, like, just go build stuff, build a project. Who cares if it sucks? I have said these exact words to everyone in the community. I've said those exact words. Who cares if it sucks? Just go write it. For what, years now at this point? Years I've been saying that. I need to put my money where my mouth is, and I need to go just build the applications and stop worrying about it. Who cares? Who cares if it sucks? Who cares if it's not optimal? Who cares if it's using horrible practices? And, you know, just as long as I'm not dealing with people's finances with that thing, or like trying to like do money stuff, like does anybody care? Is anybody going to care? No one's going to care. So yeah, I want to do a YouTube Shorts where I'm just like, yeah, you can do so much with code that works, but it's terrible. It's like that's the crazy part, right? Like even bad code still runs. You can make terrible code do what you want it to do. I wrote one C# application. I have one C# application to my name that I wrote that is a GUI based application that does actually, hold on. Maybe I don't think I have it on here. If I have it on here, I don't think I do, because I think it has, I think it shows a little bit about, I don't, okay. Let's see if yeah, I can't show that one on stream, but I do have a C# thing, and it is the hottest garbage you've ever seen, dude. Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. Gonna go write your hello world? Yes, Simple Kid. Write the hello world. Begin. Can't do anything else but the 15-minute task you have to do every day? Who cares? Exactly. That's I mean, as long as it's doing what it's doing, right? Like, as long as it does what it needs to do, and I don't know. I think there's something to be said for crappy code that just gets the job done, right? It gets the job done. That software that I wrote in C#, an installable executable that does things. For Python, you don't need a main function. Well, that's true. You can just run it as like a straight up script. Like it just runs down the script and is done. Yeah. That's right. But that if name is main makes it a module that you can then call from other stuff. And I think that's something that a lot of people, that's a gotcha, right? Little stumbling block, little gotcha. So if you write a for loop that automates some keystrokes, it'll just run. Automate them keystrokes, baby. You got some Oreo cookies. Some Oreo cookies you got there. Okay. So if you write a for loop that automates some keystrokes, you just write a for loop that does those keystrokes. I like that. I like the simpleness of it. God, I should show y'all. If it didn't have like my work name all over it, I would show y'all. I would show y'all this spaghetti code that I wrote in C#. It's so bad. It's unbelievably bad. It's unbelievably bad. It's a lot like it's a lot like a Python file with no if name equals main, right? Like it just executes. It's so bad. But it does what I need it to. And the crazy part is using the .NET framework. So for every like machine at work, when you log in, right, like your Active Directory sets you up with your home directory, right? And so like what the software does is like maybe you have some documents in your documents that you want to back up. You open this software and it defaults to it finds your network directory. And then it has your local stuff here, and like you can just click on backup my documents. And all it does is it makes a duplicate copy of your current stuff in a directory called backup with the date and on your network directory. So it does what it needed to do, right? And then it actually goes a step further, connects to the Google API, has a Google sheet that I had created that had all of the pertinent information for all the users that we need to know if they had backed up their stuff and when they had last backed it up and like who was the person that did all that. And when you click that button, it just does all of that automatically. It was super helpful for me because we used to have to manually remote into their machine, manually move their stuff over, manually back it up. And then it was like, well, is this from last year? Or is this like, when is this backup from? There was no kind of process, right? Like no, like, well, this is the folder. You put it in a folder with the year name or anything like. There was none of that. So it was just a wild west of who the hell knows what's the most recent copy. Are they working off their network copy? Are they working off their copy that's local on their machine? No idea. But at least when I wrote this software, it made my life so much easier. I get a call from somebody, they'd be like, I need to back up my blah, 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 blah. I'd be like, okie dokie. And I'd remote in, run that program, click the button, and I'd be like, okay, you're done. Goodbye. And so no longer taking like a half hour to do this stuff by hand. It took, seriously, some calls would be a half hour to an hour. And it would happen at towards the end of the year, every year, because we would wipe their machines. The same process would happen. It took like anywhere from a half hour to hour long phone call down to about 5 minutes. It was huge, but it was written like trash, just garbage. And like they even came to me one time and they're like, hey, can we make some changes to this software? And my boss was like, no, he made that before he was part of this department. He will not be updating it. He saved me. He saved me. So thankful. So thankful he did, because bad. Just bad. All right, y'all. All right. We ready for this? You guys ready? It's time. All right, we've had enough time. We've chatted a little bit. I really want to go, Russ. There's so many cool things I want to try. So many cool things I want to do. So many things I want to learn. And like I've told many of you before, sometimes you just got to do it. You just have to jump in. You just have to get it done. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to be doing that moving forward. I promise. My word of the year this year is progress. during the next break, I will discuss with you a little bit on how I'm making that word become a reality for me. And maybe that word would work to help you move forward too. But let's jump into a Pomodoro now and rock and roll.
Wandering alone, nowhere else to go, trying to find all by design, feeling all this power, reckless and devour, traveling the sound, never backing down, wanting to find more. Wandering alone, nowhere else to go, trying to find all by feeling all this power, reckless and devour, traveling the sound, never backing down, wanting to find more.
Okay, let's go.
Thought it would happen. It never happened to me. It seems that clearly it has done, and now no longer I'm free. I am not free to be who I want to be. Can somebody come and rescue me? I am not afraid to be who I want to be. Can somebody rescue me? 'Cause I am not afraid. Can somebody rescue me? 'Cause I am not afraid. Rescue me. Thought we'd be together. This is a shot just to me and you. And if we ever go together again, I wanna promise that we see this through. So I am not free to be whoever I want to be. Can somebody come? Can somebody come in? Can someone come and rescue me? to be who I want to be. I'm not afraid. Can somebody rescue me? 'Cause I am not afraid. Can somebody rescue me? 'Cause I am not afraid. Rescue me. Can somebody set me free? Can somebody set me free?
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. It's break time. Time to chill out. Time to chill out. If y'all are following along like I was, we've been staring at the screen for a little bit. Let's make sure that we're taking our eye health very seriously. Let's pick a spot 20 feet away or more. Trying this. I feel like this is helping. I feel like there for a while, at the end of a day, pick a spot that's 20 feet away or more. We're going to stare at that spot for 20 seconds, okay? Let's rock and roll. Let's do that together. I feel like there for a while, my eyes were getting a little strained. Of course, I'm not getting any younger, so my eyes are automatically going to get slightly less great. All right. There we go. That's probably good. That's probably good. All right, that's probably more like 10 seconds, but still. But still. Still. It's better than nothing. Am I right? Okay, so I solved my issue during that Pomodoro. Now I need to, well, I found the solution. I have a form set that I just need to include updated by from the request user. Luckily, I have used the class base view, right? And I have a form valid method that gets called after all the cleans have happened. So the data gets all validated, and then in the form valid, I simply update that additional value for, I go through the instances that are being updated because it's inline form set. So there's multiple forms that are coming through, and then I just, for each form that's coming through, I say, okay, get the request user, and then like update the thing, right? And update the updated by. So that's it. That's all I needed to add to it because the form is valid. So we're good, right? Like we've hit there. We know that the data is good. We know there's no bad stuff coming through. So we're good. So I'm just adding on that updated by into that particular form for validation. So then it just updates in the database, which I can see happening locally. So it should work exactly as we want. I'm just going to write a test to ensure that what happens. And I will probably undo my code change. I kind of went about it backwards. Instead of writing the test first, which I should have done, which would confirm, in fact, what I am talking about, it would confirm that, yes, it's broken, right? Instead of doing that, and this is in my infinite wisdom, I went into my test forms for this particular project. It was empty. It was empty. Not a single test. So I'm going to start by writing a test for that. We're going to get this test in there, which is going to be good. And then that way, this works as what they would call a regression test, right? Because we've identified a bug that is happening. We're writing a test to make sure that bug is never reintroduced into our code base. And then we're writing the code to fix it. So essentially, how much do you like burpees? They're my favorite. Wait. They're mid. They're a mid. Yeah, they're mid. That's what I think about burpees. Mid.
You lack discipline. You lack discipline.
Okay. I see you. What's going on, A1 Marky? How are you, man? How are you? I got you redeemed during the Pomodoro. I appreciate the hydrate, my friend. I'm trying to stay hydrated. I'm trying. I'm not doing a very good job of it, but I'm trying. How goes your day today? How goes the day today, A1 Marky? What are you working on? What do you got going on? Just working on reacclimating to civvy life? I've heard that can be a real tough acclimation. And those are broken, apparently. Wait, where was the audio? Yeah, exactly.
Hello.
That's broken.
John C.
It's broken again. I think it's broken. What's the reason? Why was it broken before? I don't know. There's some reason. There's a reason. I just don't know the reason. I just don't know the reason, okay? I just don't know the reason. Okay. So I'm doing my best. You have to play. I did it 6 times. You realize I can see the redemptions. A lot of people reacclimate by going to a job tied to the military, like working for a defense contractor. True. Yeah, because there's a little bit of structure there. Nope, you can't. Don't lie to us like that. That's okay. All right, simple. I see what you're up to. No good, like usual. Golly. Mojo, I agree, man. It is really tricky. That acclimation can be really hard. That's one of the areas in which I think our government could do a lot better for our men and women in service, to be honest with you. Give them a better acclimation process to get back into civilian life, because it is so hard. You're going from something that is so structured to something completely unstructured. Like, there's no in between, right? Like, as far as I know, there's no gray area. Just got to take a rest from kicking your ass on MX vs. ATV. I'll give you, you know what? You're going to have to take some time here, Simple. Because as I proved last night, I'm in like the top 10% of lap times on like every track out there. Basically, unstoppable god at that game. Basically. I don't like to brag, but I'm one of the best in the world at it. Wait, if you were talking to me about reacclimating, I was never in the military. I thought you were. Wait, am I thinking of someone else? I might be thinking of someone else then, A1 Marky. I thought you were like trying to get back into civilian life. No? Maybe I'm thinking of someone else. I could be. I ride with no presets, though. Am a pro. I don't need that advantage. That's true. That's true. You go from always being aware and on the defense to being told what to do to not. Yeah, my cousin went through that, and it was a very, very tough time. Had a really hard time for that. He struggled with it a lot, actually, because of that lack of consistency and structure. He fell into some bad stuff for a while, but snapped out of it. It was on the way up, climbing back out of that pit that he had dug himself into, and then he passed away, unfortunately. Had a seizure, fell backwards during the seizure, hit his neck on a slight rise in the floor, and broke his neck. And they're not sure if he had the heart attack after that, or if the seizure caused a heart attack, which caused him to fall. It was not a good situation, though, on any level, and really unfortunate. So, but yeah, that's really the only experience I have with that. But I don't know. Yeah, they could do a better job with that for all of our men and women. Anyway, I'm going to quit rambling about that. I've lots of families ex-mil, and I've dealt with it a bit. And I work for a defense contractor. Yeah. True. You see it. You've seen it firsthand, up close and personal. It gets a little sketchy sometimes. A little sketchy, I'm sure. Okay. We ready for another Pomodoro? Of course we are. Hope so, because here we go.
Close your eyes, don't thinking much. Maybe then you'll feel alright. All these noises, all these voices, they give me tied to the ground. Breaking free, leave it all behind. It's so harmful to me. Poison. Poison. Constant reminder to fight back or to take it all in. The question will always hang on to me. Can never resist to know it's just that I feel lonely. Looking for something to realize, afraid of what's beyond me. I look into the mirror, cannot recognize the monster I'm seeing before my eyes. Breaking free, leave it all behind. It's so harmful to me. Poison. Poison.
bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Let's hope that we can find a civilization across the line. A village in 4 years of falling short, no matter their empathy. We can conquer what we've come here to take over. We will rise up the fire, fight till this is over. It's all in the fight. to make it. Born to survive and yet to prosper in this deserted youth. The monsters, nothing takes our hearts in the land that we lost here. We can conquer what we come here to take over. We will rise like the fire, fight till this is over. Sound the bird, you can find. We will rise like the fire, fight till this is over. Till this is over. Who's there behind that mask? Smiles and tears forgotten in the past. But I don't care who you want to be, but show yourself, show them how you feel. Who's there behind that mask? Smiles and tears forgotten in the past. I don't care who you want to be, but show yourself, show them how you feel. turn around. But this war that we've been fighting out can't be won until you're real for me. Try not to damage us. I can't be me till we work out if we belong. I've been cutting halos, you won't come back. You got me talking to your shadow. Hello, are you there? Maybe we could work something out. We could just figure out where all of this comes from. Take me back to the time where every single minute counts. When all of this matters. And then lay you up. All we gotta do is try again. All we gotta do is try again. Take my hand and we'll be over this. Talk to me about anything you want. No, this silly war we're fighting out can't be won until you're real for me. Try not to damage us. I can't be me till we work out if we belong. I've been cutting halos, you won't come back. You got me talking to your shadow. Hello, are you there? Maybe we could work something out. We could just figure out where all of this comes from. Take me back to the time where every single minute counts. When all of this matters. And then lay you up.
All right, y'all. It's break time. Time to chill again. Amperature, what's going on, man? Looks like you are off to the races with some CAD stuff going on. CCNA class. Killer, man. Some 3D printing going on with the Flesh and Blood deck box. Killer, man. Absolutely killer. You that 3D printer, that's new for you, right? Like that's a newer thing. You got that recently, I believe, if memory serves. Which memory today has not been serving me well. I'm just going to say it. It has not been serving me well. Also, Morgos, holy crap, dude. I don't know if you're still here, but if you are, holy crap, dude. What an explosion, man. That's crazy that you were injured that way. I'm glad you're okay. I'm glad it was obviously a learning experience. Although I really have a hard time saying that's a boys will be boys thing, man. I was always, but maybe I'm just too scared. I'm way too scared to do something like that. A P1S. What is a, let's see, P1S 3D printer? Is this a Bamboo Labs? Bamboo Labs? Holy smokes. So it'll do multiple colors or something, it looks like? Is this like, I see like 4 different, wait, what is this? Enclosed body. I don't even know what I'm reading, so I don't know why I'm trying to read this. Like, I've never done any of this stuff. I know so little about it. All I know is I better go with their I better go with their top of the line model now. I'm just kidding. I've been printing for years. You just want to do PLA, you can get the beginner one. Is that their... Which one is that? Is that their A1 series? Like the one... Oh, the GOAT of entry-level 3D printers. Look at that. Oh, and it'll even do multiple different colors and stuff. That's cool. My son has one. I don't know what my son has, but it will apparently do different things. It will apparently do different things. Like it'll do like the squishy 3D printing. Like he can make stuff so it's like a rubbery kind of a thing. Like he made it for his drone. He made a rubber boot basically that holds like a webcam. So he's got like a not a webcam, but like an actual camera, and he made the rubber boot to fit around the camera, and then he just mounts that rubber boot to his drone body and then can slide in, and it's just rubbery enough that it'll stretch around his camera and then like I don't know, like snugly hold his camera. And so then he does flips and flies it around at like all kinds of speeds. And so I'm really shocked that it doesn't just like fly off and kill somebody. But as far as I can tell, the A1 can just do like PLA material, which doesn't do well in heat or sunlight. So the real entry level is something like is like something with an enclosure. So the P1S. The P1S, I see. What does the enclosure do specifically? Like, what does that do for it? I've just never seen one with an enclosure. I've never seen one with an enclosure, and I mean, I don't know anything. Again, I don't know anything about them. I guess my son's must be pretty nice because it does. I know he's mentioned PLA, which is the hard plastic, I think, right? And then there's other ones that are soft, right? I think. Whoopers, hey, dude, I can hear you licking your armpit from here. It is like very loud, sir. Very loud. You don't even care, do you? Nope. You don't even care. He doesn't care. PLA is hard, brittle, and cheap. Yeah. Like okay, doesn't handle heat or sunlight at all. Huh. Yeah, then I don't know what one my son has, but it'll print multiple different kinds of plastics. Like I said, one of them he uses for like mounting stuff and putting stuff on his drones and everything. So I'm assuming then it's not PLA. Must be something else. I don't know. ABS is the stuff Legos are made of. All right. Okay. You can do it without an enclosure, but you have to run a much higher nozzle temp. ABS is the goat. Okay. What about this? What about the squishy stuff? I think that'd be good too. But needs an enclosure. I see. See, there's that's TPU. I'm learning so much. You should be venting any of those outside, in my opinion. All toxic AF. I personally just hover over it and breathe deep. I think it smells pretty good. Smells pretty good if you're asking me. What? Huh? Who was that? I'm hearing things. I'll open a window at night, close the office door, and print at night. Ampture, how cold is your house? Man. Yeah. I hear you, simple kid. I hear you. Getting a dartboard? Then I'd have to buy... Well, will the dartboard scorer let me use a plastic dartboard? Like with the plastic tip darts? Could I do that? Spent all that money on filament. Can save on the meds. Wait, what? I'm confused by that. I mean, I'm not printing resin. What is resin? What is resin printing? Wait, is resin printing the one where it's like in liquid or something like that? Or am I thinking of something else? I don't even know. Man. Y'all got some... That's a crazy thing. What are you guys printing? That's really what I would like to know. What are y'all printing? What are y'all printing? Because I just don't do, like, I don't have enough that needs to be printed where I could save on meds because you're huffing ABS fumes. I didn't get it because those brain cells are dead, because that's what I do. Yeah, resin printing is a liquid that you cure into the shape you want. That stuff you wear a respirator and gloves during handling before the print is fully cured. Yeah, that stuff is frightening. 3D printers are cool. I just don't, man, y'all must have some crazy ideas for stuff. Like every once in a while, I'll be like, you know what I need? I wish I had a 3D printer. I would make a wedge that I would put here and hold something at an angle. And that's it. That's the extent of my creative thinking when it comes to 3D printing. I need a wedge. Dude, one guy made a dummy genius thing I saw. Was it a wedge? Tell me it was a wedge. Give me some validation here. He made a NAS out of a gaming PC case. That's not a genius thing. I literally do that. I have that. I have that right now. My old gaming PC is in a server mount right behind me. And it's a NAS. Am I a genius?
Yo. What's up, everybody?
I'm a genius.
How's everybody doing today?
People, are we going to TwitchCon? Oh, who's going to TwitchCon? Wisdom, what's up, man? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. By printing a hard drive cage that hangs from the top radiator mount. Most cases don't support 8 to 12 hard drives. You only need 2. Everyone knows this, Aperture. Only amateurs have 8 to 10. Only amateurs. 8 to 12, excuse me. You're going to my basement? That comes across a little creepy. That comes across a little creepy, Wisdom. Although you're welcome. You're welcome to. You're all welcome. You're all welcome. I wouldn't mind. The more the merrier. Brother, my setup is RAID Z3. I don't know what RAID Z3 is. I have no idea. I've been out of the RAID world for so long. Whoa. Whoa. Also, simple. I like that idea with the yoga mats, dude. That's a really good idea. Very clever. Good way to save it. Holy smokes, look at all that 3D printed stuff. You're trying to 3D print a Funko Pop, but it looks like there are struggles. The struggles with Funko popping are real. That's wild, man. That is wild. What in the heck? Dude, that's not a Funko Pop. Is that like a tree root eating the... Wow. What about if I'm already in his basement? He has me locked in a cage, modding for his chat. I was looking for normal foam, but it was really expensive. And I was like, wait, yoga mats are the same and much cheaper. So do you have plastic darts or do you have metal darts? I'm assuming you have metal darts based on the fact that you were looking for foam. Metal darts. Yeah, I like metal darts. I think they're really great. I think they throw better, in my opinion. Like, but at the same time, I play darts so infrequently, I really can't have an opinion on it, you know? Those are organic support. Organic support. Wait, Simple, that's you? I'm trapped in his bedroom closet. Oh, wow. This is just getting creepier and creepier. What the hell is that thing? That's cool, Morgos. All right. Y'all build some neat stuff. It's a ZFS file system I couldn't tell you the difference between file systems anymore. Striped data with 3 times redundancy can lose up to 3 drives without data loss, but that means 3 drives worth of storage disappear. I see. You and I have very different needs. I definitely don't need anything that crazy. I would imagine that's expensive too, because that's a lot of drives. I'm cheap, man. I go 2 drives. I go 2 gigantic drives. One mirrors the other. This literally just backs up every night. This gets backed up to this. Identical copy. And then this, all the data is encrypted and shipped up to the cloud. That's it. That's it. I'm too lazy. I'm too cheap for anything else. Just 2 drives. Ta-da. That's it. That way if one breaks, well, I just say, okay, well, this is the main one now. And then I buy another replacement drive, stick it in, and I just say, okay, now copy from here to here every night. And then take this and encrypt it and ship it up to the cloud. 6 16 terabyte hard drives? 6? That's a lot of hard drive space. I mean, holy crap, dude. Like, I thought I had a lot. I mean, you've got what, 32, what's plus 6, 40 some terabytes? 40 some terabytes, bro? Wow. I cannot imagine that much space, dude. Whew. That's so much space. Whoopers, what are you doing? Besides cleaning yourself, preening. Oh, you're just smashing your sister. You know that, right? She's trying to mind her own business, and there you are, just smashing her with your weight. Unreal. Yo, that's a sick dartboard, Simple. That's wild, bro. That is wild. I like how the vivariums are actually pretty far, but you're so scared about your dart throwing ability that you still cover them. They're way off to the side, as if you're just gonna throw the dart and it's just gonna be like right in there. No, it's smart. It's a smart thinking though. Smart thinking, legitimately. All joking aside. Maybe that's. I think my son might have that printer. I'm gonna just say yes. That printer, maybe. I don't know for certain, but maybe. Maybe. You also are a mug collector, I see. A mug collector. Oh, look at the Proxmox. Look at the Proxmox. This guy coming in hot with the Proxmox Flex. The Flex here. Bonus points for the Darth Vader and Vim cheat sheet cup. Yeah, I need that. Because I'm about to start using Vim on a regular basis. I'm about to. Not quite there yet, but I'm about to. The rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock cup to prop up the time-lapse camera. Yeah, is that and that camera looks like, is that a C920? No, it's got the rounded edges. Might be a 922. Could be a 922. I have 2 Proxmox nodes. Oh man. Dude, the flex in this chat is getting real. Look at my Proxmox setup. I've got 2 Proxmox nodes. Oh yeah? Well, I have 700 terabytes of space. I've got a petabyte of space. I guess it would be petabyte? Petabyte? I don't know. Peta or peta? Yeah, one of those C900 series. Yeah. Those are great cameras, by the way. Fantastic cameras. You guys are looking at one. The dogs, of course. A Beowulf cluster of Proxmox. A Beowulf cluster. There's a joke there. Having never read Beowulf, there's a joke there that I don't get. Point being, stay in school, read books, familiarize yourself with classic literature. Don't be like me. Just don't do it. Don't do it. I'm too old. Old Reddit meme. Yeah, I don't get that one. I don't get that one. But I try to, like, my Reddit experience and my Reddit exposure is pretty minimal. It's pretty minimal. I don't have 40 plus terabytes of storage, though. Yeah, that's the ultimate flex there. Yeah, I could take every video and audio file you have and put it on my Proxmox and still have space left over. Take that. Yeah. That's basically what Aperture's saying right now. He's saying, see this arm? Yeah, I got another one like that. Plus one in the back. Plus one that's going to bust out my chest here any minute. Because that's like each arm is like my space, you know? 1 terabyte. 10 terabytes. 10 terabytes. 10 terabytes. 10 terabytes. That's so much space, dude. It's unbelievable. Yeah, you could download all the downloadable content. Yeah. I've also got an arm below my stomach. An arm below his stomach. Let me guess, they call you tripod, right? Long before Kubernetes, K8S is short for Kubernetes, right? Cool kids clustered their old machines with Beowulf clustering software. I did not know that. I did not know that. You know what's crazy is the UK is having a shortage of Guinness. Seriously? That's a thing? Couldn't buy a 4-pack for my dad. Wow. With that much disk space, you could fit half of Bleach or My Hero Academia. Dude, Bleach is so huge. Bleach is like, how many seasons of Bleach are there? Like 15? And then they've got like 7 movies of Bleach. I mean, it's fantastic storyline. Don't get me wrong. I think it's awesome. I like the storyline. But look at this. Everybody busting their clusters into here. Look at this. I don't know anything about Proxmox. I don't do anything with Proxmox. You Proxmox people. Psh. I can't believe that. Of Guinness. That's wild, dude. Wanted a file server for doing video stuff. Yeah, I was kind of shocked. I was watching this YouTuber, and then he mentioned the amount of B-roll. And I'm like, you're joking. Like, his videos are, well, they're monetized. So they're anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes generally, right? So of those short videos, I call that a relatively short video, right? 10 or 15 minutes. 10 or 15 minutes, and then on top of that, he was like, yeah, we take about 300 gigs, you know, anywhere from like 2 to 300 gigs worth of footage for every video. And I'm like, 300 gigs of video footage when you're doing like, I don't even know what you're doing. You're really just talking to the camera. Like, how are you getting 300 gigs of this? How many outtakes do you have? Like, what is happening here? It blew my mind. I was like, holy crap. Like, I would not even... I can't imagine that. And then for every video, and I'm like, okay, so then half of that just must get just hard deleted. There is no way you're making 300 gigs worth of video for every video, of which he has hundreds. Where are you going to put all that? You're not going to keep all that. Nobody has that size. Well, unless Aperture is, you know, like selling space, basically. Self-hosting a Unify controller? What is that? I don't even want to know. You know what? I don't want to know, guys. We're mucking about, and we need to get this work done. Here we go.
I've been running around in circles, trying to find you, it's feeling eternal. I don't wanna live like this. My life feels empty, you're what I miss. I'm standing here all alone, waiting for someone to make me feel at home. I've been craving for somebody, somebody to hold me. Trying hard to set myself away from you. Oh, moving on from what we had, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, all the emptiness is gone without you. Circles are outrun. Every single step I'm taking guides my way to the sun. Standing here on my own, someone else than the man you used to know. I'm not craving for somebody, somebody to
There we go. That's what I was hoping to see there. Oh, yeah. I'm a big, I used to be a spender. I'll go on record. I'll admit that I was terrible with money. Spend. I would do it all the time. I would overspend, right? Like I'd be like, oh, I got $5 in my account. I can buy this $3 thing, and then I'd be like, I was just constantly I was just constantly buying crap that I wouldn't use. Like if I could take my camera and just pan it around here, you would be like, whoa, dude, get rid of some of that. I mean, look by the dogs. I have amps there that I don't play. I've got a PV amp, 100 watt keyboard and vocal amp there that I don't play. I have got my SVT 350T, my Ampeg bass amp, my 2x10 with an 18 on the bottom. The bottom half of that is a frozen 18-inch subwoofer. Like, it's broken. The top, the 210s and the horn are fantastic. I like them. They're great. They still work fantastic. I got a PV guitar amp down there that I very rarely play. I only play it when I play out at shows. When was the last time I was in a band? When was the last time I played out at a show? It's been over 10 years. So what do I need all this hardware for? Like I have an amp modeling. I have a little practice amp here that will model pretty much any amp I could ever want. And model it very well, mind you, to the point where it's like, I don't need that amp anymore. I don't need those other amps anymore. I just don't need them. I probably should sell them. That would be huge. That would be so much space savings. It would make me some money. I got a pedal board over here with 4, 8, 13, 14, 16, 17 pedals. 17 pedals on it right now. 17 pedals. That's not even all my pedals. I have so many guitar pedals. I've got 4 chairs sitting right over here against the wall. And Visual Diana, bless her heart, has said, why don't we get rid of those chairs? We're not going to use them. Because we were originally keeping them because we're like, oh, we're going to build a bar in the basement. Have a little bar down there where we can kind of hang out and do whatever. But then we started looking at the space, and I'm like, man, I just don't know that having a bar down here is really worth it. The space that it's going to take up, and then it's just going to sit there 99% of the time empty. No one's going to use it. So I should sell those chairs, but I haven't yet. I have this weird, I struggle, man. I struggle selling stuff. I struggle getting rid of stuff. I really should just go, when was the last time you did anything with it? More than a year? More than 2 years? More than 3 years? More than 4 years? Get rid of it. Right? Get rid of it. Because if that was the case, man, I would be, I should do that. I should just do it. I should just suck it up and do it. And then I could take that money and put it towards, any kind of other things, like hobbies that I am still actively engaged in. Not that I don't play music. I still play music on a regular basis. I just don't play through those amplifiers. And I like those amplifiers. Believe me, I really like those amplifiers. Yeah. It's just hard because I'm a bit of a, what do they call that? Not a hoarder. All joking aside, it's not hoarding. I'm a bit of just a collector. Collector, yeah. Because I collect guitar hardware, right? Like there's guys that have 15, 30 different guitars lining their walls. They've got 10, 15 different amps, guitar amps and this, that, and the other. I get that stuff and I hold on to it, and I just don't want to get rid of it because I assign some meaning to it. Like that PV amp that I have, I've got a little PV guitar amp that I love. It's been so good to me. It has played so many shows. Same thing with that Ampeg stack over there. So many shows I have played with that amp. Great shows that I just absolutely rocked and I loved every moment of it. I think getting rid of it is it's a big change for me. It's hard because there's just so many memories attached to that thing, But I should get rid of them. You're probably right. Same thing with like my dirt bike, for example. When was the last time I rode my dirt bike? It's been years, literal, probably 3-4 years at this point. And I went through all the process to get it up and going, got my suspension all set up, got everything all nice and neat, and it fits me really well. But I don't know. Like, I can't wait, because like that's one of the things when I move up north, I cannot wait, because I'll have, a lot of land there that I can go ride on. So I'm very excited to do that. But yeah. Dirt Bike City, nice, dude, nice. By the way, welcome in, Gopar. I don't know if you're still here. I think you might have already taken off, but welcome in. Good to see you, man. And that's it. Like, realistically, I just don't need all these amps anymore. I don't need it. I don't play out. I don't play shows. I'm not in a band that's like actively playing out and gigging. So what's the point? And if there comes a point where I join a band, well, then I can go buy myself a decent amp. You know what I mean? I can save up a little bit of money, save up some scratch, find one used, and then play through that. Like, I don't know. There's just, I look around and there's just stuff. I just have so much stuff. Stuff. Like, even the computer stuff, man. Like, I have even the computer stuff, bro. Well, I only need one amp. And I've got that in my little practice amp. That's all I really need. Like I said, it has all the modeling that I could ever hope for of any amp that I would ever buy. And the modeling is really, really good. It sounds really, really good. It has USB output. It has audio output that I can just plug into any device that I want to record to and then just jam on. So, like, I really don't need the big physical big ass amps anymore. They're kind of they're just gonna sit there, really. Corey Chisel? Yeah, I don't know Corey Chisel. But like, even in the other room, like in my server rack, I could show you in that server rack that I've got, like, I don't like, I have an old Latitude laptop, that I use as a server, right? Like, every IT guy's got servers that are just old computers that they rehash into server, and I use server very, very loosely, mind you. Every IT guy has that. Everybody in IT has that, right? Like, and I've got like an old Latitude laptop. I'm just like, what does it do? It currently doesn't host anything. It's not hosting anything. But I'm like, well, I could use it for something very simple. Very simple. I could just, throw this little thing on there and it's just perfect. It's perfect for something that doesn't need a lot of horsepower, but just needs somewhere to run. Man, I need more stuff like that. Like, I need a hole in the head. I have too much crap, dude. I have too much crap. Too much. And I'm slowly getting less and less. Slowly. I'm trying to take that approach of, if I haven't used it in 6 months, or if I haven't used it in a year. And another problem, tchotchkes, man. Tchotchkes. Like, I have stuff. People give me little gifts. I hang on to that little gift because, to me, there's a memory associated with it. Right? There's a memory associated with that gift. And I feel like I'm doing a disservice to get rid of that thing. Right? Like, it kills me in here to get rid of the thing because I feel like the memory is gone, But like, somebody once told me, they said, well, what you could do with those things is just take some nice photos of it and then get rid of it. Like, for example, looking up there is a little meeple, little people guy, little thing of the Punisher, right? A little. Here, let me get it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I have such a bad habit of this. I don't know why I do this. Right? But like this. Right? Because the Punisher, it's kind of like a thing. I really like the Punisher. And so that was a gift for me from someone. I would hate to throw it away. I haven't even opened it. I would hate to throw it away. I would feel bad throwing it away. You know what I mean? Like, it's never been opened. So apparently it's a collectible. Nobody collects these things. Nobody. I mean, look at this. It has dust on the top because I set it up on my little shelf there, and then I don't do anything with it. What do I need that for? I have so much of that stuff. So much of that stuff because it holds a meaning to me. Like, I'm looking over at a shelf right now. On that shelf, I have two helmets that are not wearable anymore. I have two helmets that are not wearable anymore because I crashed in them. Really, really nasty crashes, and it's ruined the inside foam. I can't wear them for any safety reason anymore. Why do I still have them? I think they kind of look cool, right? They're all scratched up, kind of, you know, it looks cool. I don't know. I need to really start, like, letting things go and moving things out and, like, just getting rid of stuff, you know? But see, nobody, this is going to be worth in the future. Let's look it up. Let's Google it right now. I guarantee you it's worth spit. It's worth nothing. It will never be worth anything. $4.99. $4.99 right now. Right? Like, I mean, $6, $7. I mean, I'm holding on to this thing, right? Hush. No. Mister, no whining. It's not time yet. Not time yet, and you know it. You know it. You're whining for no reason, sir. Back up. Back up. Thank you. Ugh. Reminds of when I used to be a real man. That's right. That's right, Morgos. Back when I used to ride and do really well. Look up Beanie Babies. Oh, man. Beanie Babies. We have that Beanie Baby. This one here. We have this one. We have this one. Yeah. I mean, we have this one. Oh, no way, dude. There's no way. This is like, this is one our dog chews on. There's no way. There's no way that these are really getting that price, dude. We literally have this one, I think, somewhere. I'm pretty sure our dog chewed it up. Yeah, yeah, my wife was into collecting Beanie Babies for a while, for a long while. You gotta be kidding me, dude. We have this. We gave it to the dog to chew on. It's crazy. Nobody's gonna pay $2,300 for that, though. Especially when there's another one right up here where you can just go buy Claude the Crab for like $10. Done. 96, $10. These are totally deceiving prices here at $2,300. Like, those are people who are just like sipping on the copium so hard. So hard. People do pay that much. No way. There's no way. Nobody pays that, dude. There's just no way. We had this guy too. We had that guy too. Because look at these. These are $10. They're $10. They're not going to pay. Which one are you going to buy? Are you going to buy the one that's $2,300? Or are you going to buy the one that's $10? You're going to buy the one that's $10. Every time. Nobody's going to pay $2,300 for it. It's just, it's an impossibility. No way. We used to have this one too. Yep. We had that one. We've had so many of these. We had this one as well. Yep. We gave that one to the dogs. Because my son used to love these. My youngest son absolutely loved having Beanie Babies. His bed was covered in them. And eventually we just gave up. Like, we had this one here. His bed was covered in them. Hanny talking like he a baller. Talking about $10. Yeah, well, I mean, like, $10 comparatively, right? Comparatively. Like, for example, here's a $10 chameleon. You can scroll down and find one. Somebody's trying to sell one for $5,000. Which one are you going to buy? Which one would you rather buy? Nobody's going to buy the $5,000 one because Come on, dude. It's $5,000 versus $10. Same item. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. I don't know. My wife's family was big into Beanie Babies. I read a thing, or I watched a thing on a documentary. I think we've talked about this before a little bit to some degree, where there was a guy who literally, he cashed out his kids' college funds and like part of his retirement to buy Beanie Babies back at the height of their thing, thinking like, oh, it's a guarantee. Like basically I'm paying college for my kids, right? He spent over like $150,000, I think it was, on Beanie Babies, and now they're worth spit. You know, and it's like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy that people think that way. The time capsule NFT I got for the DeLorean Labs.com is worth 2,000 DMC coins, which is some new crypto. Some new pump and dump crypto. Yeah, all the coins, they're just, it's ridiculous. It's all just vapor. It's It's not, I don't know why people are, okay, I'm gonna just, I can't do this. I'm gonna get way too, it's $40 if I can sell it. If you can sell it. And people are gonna go, it's 2,000 DMC coins. I don't know what those are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's so silly. Like, all the coins that are coming out, it's like, good Lord. Everybody and their mother. It's essentially like, if it kind of makes me mad because I like the idea of crypto. I really do. You know, it's decentralized, like there's not like a Federal Reserve. There's not that going on. Wisdom, all right, man. Thanks for coming in, dude. Thank you for the great conversation. Thank you for getting me started. Shroud stream 2 weeks ago, unpacking Pokemon cards and Magic the Gathering cards. 100,000 pack opening was insane. Okay, all right. I mean, good. I'd like, if that's your thing, I mean, I get it. It's not my thing. I could never imagine opening that many packs, dude. That's crazy talk. That's wild. But like, I don't know, with crypto, it frustrates me because I like the idea of crypto. I really like the idea. I like the idea of crypto. I like it, the fundamental idea of crypto. I don't like that now it's like every Tom, Dick, and Harry under the sun has a crypto coin that they're pushing, that it's nothing. It's not backed by anything. It's not backed by any government. It's not backed by paper money. It's nothing. Literally nothing. And people are like going nuts about this crap. And it's like, it's nothing. It's ones and zeros. Nobody cares about it. Hanny coin. We've had Hanny coin for how long? How many coins do you have of Hanny coin? You know, it helped fund my presidential campaign, for crying out loud. Hanny coin. Do you hear about it on the news? No, we hear about Jake Paul coin or Simple coin, Simple Kid coin. No, I like the idea of crypto. I just wish there weren't so many coins. I wish it was hard. I wish there was a barrier to entry to get into making a coin, right? Like some kind of barrier to entry, not just literally anyone who goes, I can make a coin, and they make one. And it's so dumb. It's so dumb because what is it then? You're just, by doing that, you're ruining the whole crypto market. You're ruining everything about crypto. You know, like you're taking any kind of value that crypto and any kind of seriousness that crypto might have had, and you're just dumping it in the toilet. But then, who am I to talk though? Look at this. People paid $60,000 for Bitcoin. I don't know, $100,000 for Bitcoin. And what do you do with it? You don't buy it. You don't use it like a crypto, like a currency, which is literally the name of the item. They're not using it like a currency. They buy nothing with it. They sit on it. It's like, okay, I don't understand it. I don't get it. It's so frustrating to me. I need to quit ranting. I'm ranting. I should stop ranting. I'm going to stop ranting. I'm ending the rant right now. We get it. You're old, Hanny. Look, it's not about being old, all right? It's not about being old. It's about being wise. Wise to the world. You got kids that are paying $80,000 for crypto. They're like taking out a mortgage to like get a crypto coin, get a Bitcoin. You got people that are paying it. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's not even inner boomer. It's just intelligent person. It's not even inner boomer. It's not even boomer talk. It's just intelligence talking. Like, let's say, okay, for example, the world just goes to absolute garbage. I mean, just goes straight down the tubes, right? Like, at least I know that I can take a dollar bill. I can go to a bank. I can take that dollar bill, go into a bank, plop it down, and they will always do something for me, right? Like, if I said I want 4 quarters, they'll give me 4 quarters. If I said, I want you to hold on to this dollar bill, they will gladly hold on to that dollar bill. If I go into a grocery store in the United States with my United States dollar, and there is a thing on the shelf, I can put the thing on the register, I can plop that dollar bill down, I can buy the thing, right? That money is guaranteed to me by the United States government. As long as there's a United States government around, that money is worth, it has value. Bitcoin? It's nothing. It's literally nothing. There's no one backing it. There's like all crypto. Like, okay, Bitcoin is big, right? Like, so that's probably a terrible example because people will just be like, well, it's worth $100,000 a coin. Duh. But like, think about any other coin, right? Trump coin, for example, or Litecoin, or Shiba Inu, or Dogecoin, or all these that are like fractions of a dollar, right? Like these cheap coins. They're nothing. They are nothing. You can buy nothing with them because nobody accepts them. You can do nothing with them because they're not backed by anybody. If you wanted to trade it in to do something else with it, you couldn't. There's not a government around that's going to go, yeah, we'll give you some money for that. They don't care. They're not going to accept it. Period. Then I don't think many people will care about dollars. I disagree, Gopar. I disagree. And you can look historically. You can look historically at this. Currency came about in some form or fashion, even in the shape of coins, small coins, like back in the caveman days. Like people figured out some kind of way to say that this thing has value, right? Like I'm going to give it to you. And it's a symbol of value. And it has this meaning of value, right? Like they assigned a value to it. Currency is a thing. Currency will always be a thing. Whether or not it's in the form of a green dollar, or whether or not it's in the form of gold, or whether or not it's in the form of silver, or whatever form it takes. But that said, and I know you could go, well, crypto is its current form, but it's not. It's just ones and zeros. That hard drive goes down, your form of current, it's gone. It's literal vapor. It's gone, up in smoke. You know, like it is not like a dollar. It's not like a dollar. It's very different. Very, very different. And like you just can't, I don't know. It frustrates me. It frustrates me very, very much because on the one hand, I see what Bitcoin has done. I see where it's gone. I see how it's grown. On the other hand, I look at things like Shiba Inu or Dogecoin or any of the myriad of others, the Hawk Tuah coin. Like everybody and their mom has some stupid coin now. It's dumb. It's just downright stupid. A coin that matters to no one, that means nothing, that carries no value. That's all. It just has no value. None. That said, please invest in Hanny Coin. It's an investment opportunity. It's not just another coin, okay? It's something that I stand behind. By golly. Putting my... I put my heart and soul into Honeycoin. You can redeem Honeycoin, and I will do things on stream that you've never thought possible. Do you have crypto? Oh, yeah. I got into Bitcoin way back in the day. I got about 780 Bitcoin I'm sitting on. Yep. 780 Bitcoin, yeah. If I had 780 Bitcoin, I tell you what, I would not be streaming on Twitch. I would be off in an underground bunker somewhere, like off-grid. I would have cashed out. Once it crested $100,000, I would have cashed the heck out. I'd have been done. I'd have been retired. I would have went and bought myself a new dirt bike. I would have sold everything here. I would have bought myself whatever I wanted, brand new, that I would hold on to until I died, and I would be living off-grid somewhere, just doing my thing. You'd spend all the Bitcoin on a week's worth of groceries? Dude, groceries are insane. Insane. Okay. Now, April May Codes, thanks so much for the follow. Glad to have you in here. You've come in on one of, I guess what people refer to as a classic Hanny rant. Welcome in. Nice to have you. I'm Hanny. I'm a Django developer, Python lover, enjoyer of all things code by day. By night, an MX enthusiast. MX vs. ATV, legends, basically a god in the game. But where was I going with this? I was going somewhere with this. Groceries. How many of you like eggs? Have you looked at the price of eggs lately? Dude, the price of eggs is nuts. I went to freaking, where was it? Sam's. I went to Sam's Club the other day. $30 for an 18 pack of eggs. $30. I about crapped in my drawers right there. Almost dropped one right in my pants. It was not good. I like the grocery store, $12 a dozen. I felt so bad. There's this old retired couple. They were in there buying eggs, debating whether or not they could afford the eggs. I felt terrible. I just felt horrible for them. And then, the old man and we started joking around. I shouldn't even call him an old man. I guess he was more like my peer. But him and I started joking around about the cost of freaking eggs anymore. And I used to love eggs, man. Quick, easy breakfast. 3 eggs, boom, in a pan, fry them up, scramble them up, done deal. Good breakfast, lots of protein, not a lot of fat. Just rock and rolling, you're out the door. But man, anymore, it's like eggs are gold. It's insane to me. We've gone back to our, we've started to fall back into our coupon clipping ways, which is good, right? We should have never gotten out of it, to be honest with you. You save a ton of money, but we went to the store the other day, and I think our grocery bill was $150 or something, and we had saved $65, I think, or something like that, 65, almost $70 in coupons and savings. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, man, for people who don't clip coupons, people that don't just use the tools that are around to save money, that's crazy. You'd be looking at over $200. You'd be looking at $200, $225 for a thing of groceries, for a cart of groceries. That's mind-boggling to me but people do it, right? I'll watch people go in, they have no coupons in their hand, they don't clip the coupons on the thing, they're just I'll just pay full price. It's crazy. I don't know. I wish I had that kind of disposable income. I don't have that kind of disposable income. I think that's why I find it so interesting. I don't have that level of disposable income. To those who do, props to them, right? Because they're living the dream. They don't have to worry about it. They're not worried about clipping a coupon because they're like, whatever. It's a $5, it's an $8 thing of Oreos. The Oreo cookies, right? See what I did there, Simple? The Oreo cookies, $8 for one thing of Oreos. It's 3 sleeves of Oreos. And it's $8. Get out of here, dude. Eggs, $12 for a dozen. Although I am low-key very, very excited because when we're going to go north, next time we go north, we're stopping in the Amish communities because guess what? Their eggs, not $12 a dozen. Their eggs are still $2 a dozen. So I will be stocking up and bringing them home. I will be having dozens upon dozens of eggs straight out of a hen's butt. All right. Would you like some, Gopar? You want me to pick you up some? Dude, and they're from the Amish community, so it's like free range, like they're just like all over the place, you know? So it's good. It's good, organic, true good eggs, man. I'll Venmo a small loan of $1 million. That's true. Dude, it's yeah. I don't know. Like, legitimately, we've talked about getting egg-laying hens. Just a few, 2 or 3, because that's all you need. If they produce 1 a day, right? Like, over the course of a week, you're good. You know, like, you'll start having eggs on a regular basis. You know, even if they're just 2 or 3 is like, okay, maybe 2 eggs a day or 3 eggs every other day or like whatever. You're still going to be ahead of the game. It's so nuts. It's so nuts, man. Yeah, Gopar, I would glad, if I knew how to send them to you, I would do it, man. Because the eggs are just so ridiculous. They're just so ridiculous right now. Again, I don't know. I guess I am just yelling at the clouds at this point because I'm just talking about how expensive everything is. But, whew, I don't know. I miss the days of cheap eggs. What can I say? All right, I'm gonna cut this rant real short. I'm gonna cut this short right here, y'all. I think I'm just gonna end it right now. It's like 11:15. If by the time we did another Pomodoro, yeah, I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna call it because I gotta get this stuff done. I gotta get this pushed out. Now my test is working. By the way, I'm very excited about that. So my test is now working. My fix to the code is in, so it will update everything as it's supposed to be. Now I just got to get it out to production. So I'd like to get that out to production before lunch, so I can get it all squared away. Yeah, that'll be it. Rant aside, I'm so sorry. I really get on a tear sometimes. That's on me. I'll do better. It's been a while, right? I mean, it's been a while. Right? We can't, it's been a little while. I'm going to go with yes, it's been a while. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you very much. It is very, very appreciated. Thank you for the resubs today. It's again, not necessary, but always very, very appreciated. Please know that you guys all matter, and I value each of you. I love the fact that we get to hang out, and occasionally I get to go on a rant like this. You know what I'm saying? Simple kid. I got your number, baby. I know what you're up to. I'm one step ahead of you. Always. I'm one step ahead of you. Always. Okay?
Hello.
Oh, that's right. You thought you were going to get it, and then you didn't get it. No, I have your number. That's a thing. No. Oh, we'll have to talk about that off stream. The green bubbles, the blue bubbles. That's apparently a thing for kids in junior high, by the way. Green bubbles, blue bubbles. Apparently it's I don't know. It's a status symbol. Something weird. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for being here today. Thank you so much for hanging out. It's really appreciated. It's been wonderful getting a chance to hang out today. In the wise words of Bill and Ted, our founding forefathers, be excellent to each other. Keep building cool things. Keep doing cool things. Keep putting the good vibe out into the universe. It's bound to come around to you. That's a guarantee, my friends. As Mojo would say, don't be a dick. I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Until then, be good to each other, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.